Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're doing. If you hear my fish filter in the background, sorry, I can't really turn that off. Sorry about that. We're doing Baldur's Gate 3 characters that should have been companions or should be companions. I know the game's 3 years old, so they won't be adding any new ones, but this is just for fun. Go make the tier list yourself if you want to with this layout. But we have origin characters, so people that should have been like base game have their own origin story in like early Act 1. Mid game is like around Act 2 ending kinda ish, like Jaheira and Halsin. End game is like at the very end, like you got Minsk, where you could get Minsk as your very last quest. Dirge exclusive, which is a Dark Urge only. It could be cool idea. It's a cool idea, but if it becomes a companion, then it worsens the game overall because then they're not an NPC anymore, and they're really good as an NPC. I wouldn't really care for it, and just no. I have this sorted mostly by acts that you find them, unless I like forgot some and I add them later. So first is Barkus. Should have been an origin character. He is a brand new race that none of the companions have. He's got a story arc that branches all 3 acts, and at the end, there's like a good and bad uh, option you can choose for him, with making him lead the Ironclad Gnomes or making him what is his Wolbrin's little like pet, pretty much. So he's got a great story over there and a new race to have a companion as. I don't know what um, his class would be, but that doesn't matter. Like over here with Wolbrin, he'd be better as an NPC. Like I could, it would be cool. Same as Barkus, but Barkus is so much significantly better as a companion than Wolbrin is. And I actually think Barkus should have been a companion. Like all of these are just be like, oh, it's cool to have them. Barkus 100% should have been one. Alfrea, she technically is in the game in Dark Urge for 3 seconds, and then spoiler, you kill her, and there's no way to avoid it. I don't know if she'd be an origin character. She'd be like Karlach, I guess, where you'd get her through a quest, or maybe get her mid game at the. It just yeah, like Karlach. She could be or technically an origin character, but you have to like have a few more steps. Zevlar should have been in the game, and I'd argue Zevlar should have been a companion more than Minthara was and Jaheira is. Like after you save him from the nasty brainy area of Act 2 and you free him from his tank, him as like a I think he's an oath breaking paladin. Having him as a companion, and I think it would have been great. I do love Minthara as a companion, though. I'll say that here. Minthara, Jaheira, and Minsk as companions are great. I love them. Don't. I'm glad they're in the game, but I do think Zevlar. eh, I'm. If Minthara wasn't a companion and Zevlar was, I wouldn't be even considering Minthara as a companion like I am Zevlar. Still, you know what I meant. Jor Ragzlin. Uh, eh. Like I added him to this because Minthara is a companion and he's like the leader of those 3 people. So it's weird that Minthara's one, but not him. But also like I don't care about Jor Ragzlin. Priestess Gut I added for the same reason Jor Ragzlin is if Minthara is a companion. But no, Priestess Gut should not. Saza could be cool. A goblin, give her rogue class, I guess, could be a cool idea. But I don't know. Kaga, Kaga would be really cool. Like, instead of Halsin, you get Kaga, or you just get Kaga if you were able to redeem her. But that would be a third druid character. Should be cool. Mayrina, eh. I don't see what she could do better as an NPC. Just eh. Could be cool though. Voss could be cool, but he's better as an NPC. That'd be another Githlanki warrior. Isabel could be cool as like a cleric, but also if you do like the good route for Shadowheart, they're both clerics that both serve the same goddess. Dame Aelin, cool, but I think better as an NPC. The reason she's below Isabel is because I think Dame Aelin is like you use her more throughout the game, but she is like way too powerful to be anything other than that. Gortash, no. Yerger's too big. Ketheric Thorm could be cool, but I don't really. I don't know. It would mess up the game's flow. This is Marcus. I think Marcus, if you attack the last light in and you are locked out of Halsin, I think you should have gotten Marcus instead of Halsin then, if you did that. And if you mess up Jaheira, get him. He could be a fighter, or a paladin. He could be a paladin, but evil, like Minthara. Or he could be a soldier or fighter, and have his flying mechanic. Figure out a way for that. Would be cool instead of getting Halsin and Jaheira. Raphael could be cool, like if you make the deal with him, but he is so much better as an NPC. He's, I think, one of the best NPCs in the game. Gortash should have been a Dark Urge exclusive companion when you meet up with him and team up to kill Orin. Instead of him just sitting in his room, you could, like, recruit him along. Orin, no. Lorian? Or something, the evil wizard in Baldur's Gate that wants Dame Aelin? No. Volo could be cool, but I feel like he's 10 times better as an NPC. Hope, and I think she should have been an ally at the end of the game, but I don't see her as a companion. Benzora also, I don't really see that. Orpheus, yeah, he would be so late game with literally like the last maybe 30 minutes of the game, but a monk companion would be cool. But it'd be so endgame, it'd be useless. I forgot this guy's name, but he's in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, like Jaheira and Minsk. So either endgame, like how Minsk was, 100% should have been in Dark, could be in Dark Urge as a fun thing. But like, you sacrifice Jaheira and Minsk for him, or you get him by bathing in the blood, and still keep Jaheira and Minsk would be cool. But I'm moving the Dark Urge exclusive. Sister Superior, I forgot her name. Nah. She's also in the earlier Baldur's Gates as a companion. Just I don't see her being one in this game. Duke Ravenglaw? No. I can't say his name. Amuleto or whatever, the guy in the Underdark. It would be cool to have an Illithid companion, but just no. Emperor, maybe it would be a cool idea, but better as an NPC instead of picking Orpheus to get him. And it's like, yeah, but Auntie Ethel, no. Mole, no. The personification of the Dark Urge, no. Counselor Floric could be cool. But yeah, Counselor Floric could be cool. You save her in the burning building, and then you find her in the Act 2 Last Light In, and you get her from there. It could be cool, but uh, Gabe Gandriel, I think his name is. He's like the monster hunter. That could be cool also. Cazador? No. The your dream guardian. The one you make as a companion. I know, spoiler alert, the dream guardian is the emperor, but I think it would be a kind of cool idea. Um, forgot his name. Near. Near could be cool. You save him from the poison thing and you choose his side and then get him to follow you. Well, I think Near's so cool. Would the Underdark be mid game or Origin? It'd be mid game. Yeah, Near could be cool. Elminster? No, he's way too powerful. Scratch? No. Aram something? He's the guy that punches Zevlar and tries to get the Night Song. Ugh. I mean, it could be cool, but I don't really. Yena? No. Withers? Too powerful and it removes his thing. Arabella? No. Eh, actually, no. It's a small. It's a small child. I don't think any small children should be companions. Shadowheart's mom and dad? No, but I think the dad could get a little bit more oomph up there because I think he has more plot relevance. And he's a werewolf. So that would be cool. Daniel, no. Oathbreaker Knight? I don't even know what this is. I guess if you play Paladin, you break your oath, he pops up and just walks around? I don't know. Gale's cat? No. Yena's cat, which I'm pretty sure is Orin. I don't know. No. The Owlbear Cup? No. This guy who, like, beats you up in the Goblin camp and gives you that blessing could be a cool idea. Because he does run away from the Goblin camp if you attack it. Zayrel? Is that her name? Like the Ketheric Thorm's like general or whatever. I think it could be cool, but it's just like much better as an NPC. Glut is way too different to be a companion. Roland could be cool, but I think having him as an NPC is better. Raphael's like second in command or whatever. No. I think Hope would be better at that job. And then the Strange Ox. I think the Strange Ox should be able to be brought into your camp, like Scratch and Owlbear Cub. But he should not be a companion altogether. So this is what I have. Companions I'd want in the game. Barkus as an origin character. You first free him from the windmill and he has a parasite and he joins you. He's got such a perfect companion entrance. He's got the same entrance as Lae'zel almost. And he's got an arc that stretches all 3 acts. He's a new race. He can have his evil or good route at the end. Yeah, Wolbrin, not Wolbrin, Barkus definitely should be in the game. And Alfrea technically is in the game, so just adding her could work. Kaga could be cool. I think I'm going to move Kaga to could be cool. Nier as a evilish character, make him a bard that you can get in the Underdark would be pretty cool. Getting Marcus instead of Halsin would be cool. Zevlar definitely should be in the game. And then Orpheus right at the end could be cool as a monk. And the Dark Urge Evil exclusives would be cool. And I think Sazo could be a cool idea. But that's my list. Feel free to make your own. If you have thought of any characters that I missed that should be added to this list, let me know. If you have a different ranking than me, let me know. But toodle-oodle.